guys. So today is my second wine chat. I had a really amazing response from you guys about it. So I definitely said that I wanted to do it weekly. So here I am with another wine chat. So first, let's talk about the wine. Everybody pretty much, well, most of you actually told me about this one. It's the Barefoot Moscato. Looks like this. Now, you guys had warned me that it's sweet, so I'm going to, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to let you know. I usually like pretty bitter, dry, crisp wines, so I don't really know if I'm going to like this unless I have it with kind of what it says. I like, if a wine is made for something specific, I like to have it with that. So this one says that it's good with spicy Asian cuisine, light desserts, fresh fruits, and mild cheeses. So tonight we're having stir fry. So if I'm not a huge fan of it, then I'll still try with my stir fry, and that might change, right? So anyways, cheers. Huh, that's delicious. That tastes like juice, which usually I'm not a huge wine fan that wines that taste like juice because I really like the taste of wine. But if you're somebody who isn't a huge wine fan, then you will definitely really like this. This would actually be really good too with soda water to kind of mellow out the sweetness. So I might mix my next glass with some soda water to mellow it out a little bit because it is on the sweeter side. But yeah, thank you for this recommendation, guys, and I really like it. So the next thing I'm going to say is, before I get into some topics that I had decided to talk about this week, was that in the comments below, I want you guys to either give me a wine suggestion or give me a topic or question you have for me. Because I can start making these Q&As, like, you know, if there's things you want to know about me or things you want my opinion on, because a lot of you guys will email me about my opinions on things. So if you want, like, you know, me to talk about things specific, definitely leave me that below so I know what you guys are wanting to hear about or know about. Because, you know, I'm an open book and I'm definitely opinionated and passionate about things. So leave in the comments below, or you can leave both. If you have a wine suggestion plus a topic suggestion or a question that you have for me, leave them below, and then with each video, leave new ones below for me to answer or to talk about in the following video that I do. But I have a couple of topics that I wanted to talk about today. And the first one that I really want to talk about is bratty kids that come into the salon. Now, if you're a parent and you're guilty of this, I'm sorry, but you really need to work on it. Because it's so frustrating. So I work full-time at a hair salon. I'm actually the manager where I work. And I work at a really high volume place, and we get people from all walks of life. But we do get a lot of kids on the weekends or in the evenings. And they're brats. Not all of them, but the ones that are, I find, don't get parented, and it drives me up the wall. Like, they'll come in and they'll run around the salon, and then they'll come over and they'll start pumping up and down the chairs, and like, that's not good for the chairs. So they'll start pumping up and down the chairs, and I literally am cutting hair and I'll look around like, why isn't the parent stopping this? Like, your child is acting ridiculous in a public place and you are just letting it happen. So I'll have to try and be like, excuse me, can you stop? That isn't a toy. And then they go sit down. Or I'll be cutting the kid's hair and the kid will just be moving all over the place. So I'll ask the parent to come and help me, and they're useless. They don't really help me. Or they look at me like, you know what I mean? Your kid is moving their head around and you're expecting me to get some straight, perfect line when your kid won't sit still. So please hold your kid's head so that I can do my job. Or we get the exact opposite. We get overbearing parents that literally will stand 6 inches away while you're trying to cut their kid's hair and like watch you like a You have no idea how difficult it is to do your job correctly with you watching over our shoulders. Because imagine me coming to your job and standing over your shoulder while you do it, scrutinizing everything you did. It's terrifying and it's difficult and it makes you question your ability. And so if you're a hoverer, if you're a helicopter parent, just, sit in the seat next to them or just kind of out of the personal space. Because it's seriously so aggravating. And I mean, I have to be polite because I'm the manager, but sometimes I just want to be like, can you fuck off? Can you go sit your fucking ass down? Because you're irritating me. Yeah, so Bratty Kids salons definitely can make me crazy sometimes. Absolutely crazy. Do you guys, any of that happen to you? Prom is this week. This week's prom, or coming up. And I thought I would tell you guys about my prom and what a bloody disaster it was. So I'm from a really small northern town, and we had a lot of repeat kids that would come to our high school to play football, and they would come and they'd be like 20 years old and they'd still be coming to school to play football, and it was absolutely ridiculous. So I guess a lot of them still wanted to come to the proms because we had a lot of jocks that wanted to like never let go. You know what I mean? They just holding on to their football. And so our school decided that they didn't want any teachers or parents at our prom, which meant that drinking was going to be allowed if you were of age, because if we had anybody that was returning that turned 19, they wanted to be able to drink. So, you kind of get worried, right? Because the only things they had there were they were getting X's written on them that could drink. So of course people are bringing markers to mark their own. So here we are at my prom. I have this beautiful dress. My hair is done. You do the girl thing. You get all ready. Get to my prom, and it gets so out of control and out of hand with the underage drinking that by 9:30, 10 o'clock, the cops show up and shut my prom down. I was so upset because you wait your whole life for prom, especially if you're a girl. Most girls, it's a big deal. No matter the popularity scale or where you are on that stupid scale, prom is usually a big deal. And mine was ruined by these idiots that wanted so badly to drink. And I'm thinking, why don't you just wait till a house party after prom? So that was my prom experience, and my beautiful dress that I came all the way to the city to get got wasted. So I didn't have the best prom, but yeah, high school sucked in general. I was bullied a lot, but prom sucked especially. So if you have prom this year, definitely make sure that it's chaperoned so that you're guaranteed to have a really good time. Do you know what I mean? And the idiots that sneak booze in will get kicked out and not the whole thing shut down. Yeah. I've been recently watching Toddlers and Tiaras. I tweeted yesterday that if I lived in the States, I would totally put Claire, my youngest stepdaughter, into pageants, only because she really wants to. Me and her will sit and we literally will watch Toddlers and Tiaras together for 4 hours straight. And she'll and then we'll dress up and we'll put dresses on her and we'll do fake pageants in the house. And I have a tiara from high school, so we'll dress her up and she'll do the, you know what I mean? And she'll wave and wink and do all this stuff. And I just die because she would be so amazing in pageants, but we don't have them in Canada. So I'm totally obsessed. Now, I watch it, and the only times that I don't like it is when the parents are living their dream through their kids, and they're forcing their kids to do it. So if your kid doesn't want to do a pageant, don't put your kid in a pageant. Some parents are they're going to do it, and they're going to like it, and they're going to win. No, if your kid doesn't want to do pageant, your kid would rather play soccer, then let your kid play soccer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that babies should be in pageants. I think that a kid should be in a pageant when they decide they want to be. So 3 years old and up kind of thing. They should say like, hey, that looks fine. I want to be in a pageant. And then go for it, because then they want to practice. Because when you watch toddlers and tiaras, the ones that win for the most part are the ones that want to be there and work their butt off to be there because they want it. You know what I mean? So I definitely agree with pageants if they're done right. And I would be a psychotic pageant mom. Are you kidding? Come on. I would be crazy. Psychotic. If Claire actually wanted to do it and we lived in the States, I would be next level crazy train to pageant mom. Like, psycho. My kid's the best. That whole bit. Flipper, spray tans, fake nails. No shame. I would do it. I would do it all. Oh my god. I don't really have much else to talk about today. That was kind of just, that was it for my topics today. But yeah, I'm just going to make stir fry tonight. I have to, because Chris and I are vegetarian, I have to cook. I could continue to cook meat for the kids, so I always have to cook the meat separate, and then I always have to like do it separately. But last time we had them, I cooked a stir fry and I used tofu, and I told them it was chicken because I knew they would never have tried the tofu if I told them it was tofu. So they ate it all and they loved it, and then after we told them, and they got really mad. So this time I got them chicken, and I'll just use tofu with Chris and I. But I thought that was so funny because they're eating like, oh, this is so good, and I'm thinking, oh my god, you have no idea it's soy. None. Because I just didn't want to do a separate dinner last time at all. Huh. Oh well. Okay, well, cheers to you. Oh, if you're wondering, yeah, I put ice cubes in my wine to make it really cold. But it's delicious. And keep suggesting and give me topics and do all that, because honestly, it's really hard for me to think of things to talk about. So if I could have your guys' help, that would be great. So any questions you have specifically for me and any topic suggestions, leave them below. And if there are certain ones that you see, upvote them, because if they're popular, then I'm obviously going to answer or talk about those the most. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.